I know what you're all thinking right about now. Rex, aren't you a little late to be reviewing something that came out a couple of months ago? The answer to that question is simple, and it's no. The iPhone 6s Plus has been out for a couple of months, and that's enough time to get the good and the bad out of the device, and long enough to write a pretty darn good review about it anyway. iPhone 6s Plus has some of the best specs around in a smartphone. Hi, this is Rax425, and this is my full review of the iPhone 6s Plus. Alright, now that we're talking about iPhone 6s Plus, let's talk about the specs. It has a 5.5 inch display, which is at 1920 by 1080p resolution, and it has 401 ppi, which stands for pixel density. Also, it has a 3D touch display, as well as a dual-core A9 1.84 GHz processor, as well as a dedicated graphics processor, which is a PowerVR GT7600 graphics processor, which is a nice touch for Apple to kind of take that load off the main processor, which will make gaming really smooth and transitioning between apps really nice and fast. It has a rear-facing 12 megapixel camera, which can shoot in 4K and 1080p at 60 frames per second, which I personally like the most because shooting in 1080p at 60 frames per second just looks really crisp and professional, and I really love it. It also has a front-facing camera for 5 megapixels for all you selfie junkies out there, and Wi-Fi 802.11 as you would expect, and it also has a 1715 milliamp hour battery, which I'll also talk about a little bit more. Alright, now there are some features and uses of this device that simply move beyond just a great spec sheet. I'll start with the advent of 3D touch. This is a handy little feature that is so simple yet so useful. All you have to do is put a little bit of pressure over the selected app and you'll get options such as search, new post, new message, most recent, favorites, etc., which allows you to function within the app straight from the home screen. Live Photos is also a handy feature that uses 3D touch, which when you take your photos, it takes a second before and a second after. So when you get done, you have a 3-second video clip that you could use for your lock screen wallpaper, or make it just look fancy as you're flicking through your recent photos. 3D touch has been added to an array of apps, and we're still hoping to see more uses of 3D touch as the device gets older. I'm really excited about this feature, and I use it a lot actually. A new Touch ID sensor was also added, making it even faster than its predecessor, making the iPhone 6 Touch ID seem slow. The display on the iPhone 6s Plus is as gorgeous as that of the iPhone 6, yet I still can't seem to get over the fact that Apple could have done a better job on the display, considering Samsung's OLED phones look 10 times better than any iPhone. Yet here's to hoping Apple picks up the ball next year. Siri suggestions are a nice touch as well, making news feeds interesting and very simple. And this makes me bring up the new News app, which is simple and easy to set up and is always bringing in relevant news, so Apple, good job on that one. The processor makes this phone super fast, and if you like gaming on iOS, then this is the phone for you, making gaming on this phone awesome. Now there are even iOS games that support 3D touch as well. Anytime gaming comes up, I have to talk about battery life. And coming from the iPhone 6 myself, the battery life has improved significantly. The battery lasts me more than an entire day and usually has about 35% to 45% left at the end of the day, with moderate to heavy use. The addition of widgets in the notification center is a nice touch as well, but it's still not anything as what you would find on an Android device. This is sad in a way, but it's still good to have something like this on iOS. Overall, my experience with the iPhone 6s Plus has been a pleasant one, and I have very little to complain about other than the fact that Apple could have made a better display. Something similar to a QHD display that's seen on the Nexus 6 would have been nice. The inclusion of a QHD display on an iPhone 6s Plus would have been advantageous. But this will do at least until next year. I give the iPhone 6s Plus a 9 out of 10, and it has the RAX 425 thumbs up. And that's it, guys, for my full review of the iPhone 6s Plus Rose Gold Edition. So if there's something that I didn't touch on that you guys would have rather me touched on, or forgot something, please leave a comment down below. Or if you have a suggestion for another video, something you might want me to review. So, but anyway, guys, like, comment, subscribe to my channel for more good content, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.